Hello Leo, and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. In this video we're going to take a look at what kind of energies you can expect in the month of September in the area of money, career and finances. Usually this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. We're going to start with your spirit animal oracle card, and the card that has a message for you today is number 30, the grasshopper spirit. Take a leap of faith. So whenever this card comes up, there's some kind of a new beginning in your life, or some kind of an opportunity that requires you to take a leap of faith into a new direction, into a direction maybe you don't have a lot of experience in it, but you need to trust yourself, you need to trust the adventure, you need to trust what the universe is guiding you in terms of making a move, making a step. So definitely take that leap of faith. Maybe you've been thinking about starting your own business. Maybe some of you are thinking about leaving a job, or starting a new job, or something to that nature that requires you to kind of make that move, make the first step into this direction. But let's see what the tarot is telling us. In the center of your reading, you do have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is the card of confusion and indecision, when you have a lot of opportunities, a lot of choices to make, but you have hard time making a decision. Maybe you have many options to consider, and when this card comes up, you have a hard time making a decision. This card can also be relevant of dreaming, or kind of being in the cloud when you are not necessarily seeing things clearly. Whenever it comes out, it's very important to kind of narrow your options and kind of be a little bit more realistic. For me, this card is also connected to manifestation. When you're trying to manifest something, but you have hard time making up your mind in terms of what you want. Like maybe one day you're like, oh my God, I want to have my own business. And then the other, no, I don't want. Or I wanna get a new job. No, I don't. I'm kind of afraid to make that move. And I think this is the card that tells you that the universe is telling you, I don't know what you want. So you need to be a little bit clearer what is that you're trying to manifest. And you have here that you need to kind of take that leap of faith. So whatever you've been kind of pondering about, whatever you've been considering and mulling it over, it's time for you to take that leap of faith and make that decision. Your reading actually starts with the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is the card of teamwork, and it is also a card of hard work. When you're working in a team, you're putting a lot of effort into something, you're practically building up something from the ground up, and your hard work is being noticed, and your hard work brings the results that you are hoping for, whatever you've been wishing for. But again, it's a very, very hard work. The next card is another card of dreamers. It's the Page of Cups. Page of Cups can be a messenger, a younger person, but it can be also somebody who's dreaming of something, or maybe there's some kind of a surprise here for you because you have this pig that's flying. So some of you might be getting a message out of the blue that's connected to your dreams, or some of you are just kind of daydreaming a lot, especially that it's connected to the Seven of Cups. Now the next card in your reading is the Temperance. The Temperance, which kind of tells us that you have all the ingredients you need in order to bring your dreams to reality, and you also have the help, the guidance of the angels as well to make it happen. Whenever this card comes up, it's very important that you are not rushing into anything. You have a lot of patience, and you're taking one step after another. So make sure that you're not rushing, you're taking one step at a time, because you have all the ingredients you need for it. So I think you just need to make a decision and take a leap of faith. Now the next card we have here is the Tower. The Tower is a big sudden change that comes into your life that turns our world upside down and kind of changes the structures. This can be for some of you connected to a restructuring, maybe a restructuring where the organization is kind of going through. This can be for some of you connected to maybe losing a job as well, or something that really turns your world upside down. But I think the Tower, you need to kind of look at it from a point of view that maybe you are thinking the way you change as well. You are changing the way you think, sorry. And the Tower is, you need to consider it that the universe is stepping into your life because maybe you are in a situation where you don't see a way out of it and you've been kind of just going in circles round and round, like, this person, okay, should I take this, should I choose that, and you're kind of when you're spending too much time in a situation, that's when the Tower comes in, because the universe says, okay, that's it, this person is not making the move that they're supposed to, and lifts you out of it. So if something that changes or happens in your life, you need to kind of consider that you haven't been making that move, taking that leap of faith that you're supposed to, and the universe is stepping in. Now, the next card is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups, which is the card of joy, celebration, and happiness. So I think what I'm kind of getting here, that whatever this Tower of sudden change in your life, I think it's going to bring you some happiness at the end of the day, because you have here the Three of Cups, which is the joy, celebration, etc., etc. So I think you can expect something joyful coming into your life. But let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because that's an indication that the reading helped you. And you can also help me to grow the channel to make sure that the message gets out to those who need it the most. For you, it is only costing a push of a button. So I hope that you already pushed those like and subscribe buttons. And I was very excited to read in the comment how this reading is resonating with you. Only a very few percentage end up subscribing, so I hope that you're gonna be one of them. But let's continue. Next card in your reading is the Death and Rebirth. Now, the card is the card of change, ending of a cycle and beginning of a new one. This is a change that you cannot stop. This is a change that you need to accept. The more you fight against it, the harder it will be to get through. Again, there's many ways you can kind of go through a change. For some of you, it might be, again, like something like a chapter is just really ending, and you just need to focus on moving on, focus on to the next chapter in your life. Again, especially if you went through a job loss, especially if you're going through some significant change, with a combination of the Tower and the Death is indicating a big sudden change in your life that's kind of irreversible. So you need to kind of let it go from the whatever happened, and try to move forward and try to focus on your rebirth, because the Death is also indicating that something new is beginning for you. So think about what is that you need to take that leap of faith. What is that direction? The next card is the Hermit in your spread. The Hermit is all about going on your own, choosing to be on your own. I think for some of you it might be connected to going on your own as a business owner. But the Hermit is all about rethinking what you want to do, what is that makes you happy, what is your true calling, and kind of going on your own. So I think some of you have been wondering that, should I own my own business or something along that line, and the universe might actually force you into that direction of going solo. And the next card in your spread is the Eight of Pentacles. So Eight of Pentacles is the card of hard work. You have some cards that are indicating some very hard work. The Eight of Pentacles indicating that you're working on something day and night, putting a lot of effort into something. It can be your own business, a project, or anything. It is also a card that's indicating that you're very good at what you're doing. You have great talent. You are very meticulous in terms of doing your job. But this card is also connected to repeating cycles as well. Some of you might have gone through some repetitive cycles, and maybe there is something for you to learn from it. But what I like in the Eight of Pentacles always, that it brings the results that you are working hard. Again, if you're looking for a job, it can be showing that tedious, repetitive work of applying, interviewing, etc., etc. But whatever you're working on, you're going to get the results that you want and what you're waiting for. And the bottom of the deck, you do have the Knight of Pentacles. So Knight of Pentacles, being a court card, can be a person, your energy, or just a general energy of the card. This is a card that's kind of like a very, very slow moving energy, because this Knight is very meticulous. Again, meticulous, right? Well, putting a lot of effort into the planning everything by the book. But you know, he needs to get going, because once he gets going, then he's gonna be able to get the results whatever he wants, and he's gonna be very successful. But it's very important to keep going, like start, get going, like that's kind of just keeps coming, get going, take that leap of faith. So that's kind of the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles is the card of success, long-term success. When you're you're kind of putting a lot of effort into something, and it brings the results you want on the long term. Like it has this dark horse energy that slow and steady wins the race. So keep continuing working on whatever you've been putting an effort, because it's gonna bring the results. You have the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Pentacles. It's a slow progress. I'm not gonna lie, and that's why you have here the Temperance, where you need to have a lot of patience. But anyway, keep moving forward, get going, and take that leap of faith. So I hope that this reading helped you, and I'll be able to welcome you again.